Okay, so what is up? So welcome to Atlantic Ocean Watch on YouTube. A little bit different filming angle today, trying something new. So I got this ice watch recently, and I've already started making a video about it. I don't know if I'm going to actually complete it or not, but bottom line is this ice watch is a bunch of hype and not that great. The bezel does work on it. It clicks. There is surprisingly almost no back plate on it at all. The Cyclops is okay, but it's so tiny. It's just not my taste. It might be some of y'all's taste. But the bracelet that comes with it that I don't have with me, I left it at home, is terrible. And it's just, I don't know, it's not that great. And so look at this real quick. Yeah, it's not, I think it's only like 10 ATM water resistance, and the loom on here is terrible. But the bracelet was probably the biggest thing for me on this ice watch. I got it like really cheap, less than $40. Normally I think it'll cost closer to $100 something, but I think I first saw this on Instagram or something like that. I think it was probably something like that, and I was like, okay, this looks interesting, but it's very small. It's even smaller than some of the Addies Dive watches that I've had, the pilot watch from Addies Dive, and also the Deep Sea Hunter. It's smaller than those, and that's about as small as I like to get personally. Maybe for some of you this will work, but I like bigger watches anyway, like this Deutschmeister. So I went and I was filming another video that I may or may not put out. I don't know yet, because this watch, I don't know, it looks okay, but it's just, but I was like, let me try to find a strap that'll work for it. And this thing is so small, it's not using a 24, it's not using a 22 millimeter strap, it's using a 20 millimeter strap. So I went and got a very cheap, it's spelled W-O-C-C-I, I guess it's Woki, I don't know, or Wosi, whatever, somebody will correct me, watch bands and accessories. I think it cost me like less than $10 on Amazon, which if I can get my Amazon account stuff straight, I will try to find the actual price, but less than $10. My Amazon stuff is kind of goofed up at the moment because I did a hard reset on this phone recently for security reasons, and so like you have to go back into all of your stuff, redo all your settings. It's a pain in the butt whenever you have to reset your phone, but it's something I haven't done in a while. It's something that I do from time to time just for security reasons. But the reason I did it was because the app that I use actually to edit the videos you guys see was acting up. And I really don't want to switch apps because the app I'm using I'm very pleased with up until the point I started having problems. But anyway, taking this out, and I got this weird color because I couldn't quite find something that really would go with kind of like this brown that's up here. So I was like, okay, let me get this little weird color, and I'm going to go ahead and try to put this on and see how well it works, which I don't know. We're going to see, because it's got a really weird design to it. So we put this on real quick and see how it goes, and I'll let you know if it sucks or not. Okay, so I'm going to try to put this thing on. It connects here and here, kind of in the middle and on the end, and then it has like these Velcro things on the end to kind of keep it in place. Let me try to put this on the right way. It does have quick release there in the middle and quick release there. So if you screw it up, like I probably am going to screw it up, then it doesn't matter. Then you're fine. So let's try to put this up here. I guess I should turn it this way. While the ant crawls on my foot. Ant crawls on my stinky foot. I try to find a hole. And as a honorably discharged Navy man, I'm fully aware there's all kinds of jokes in that last statement. Let's see here. All right, got that end in. And now I'm gonna try to get this other in here in the middle. Again, it's kind of strange the way they have it set up, but it's kind of like a NATO-ish kind of strap, kinda. I think that's the closest I can describe this thing to you guys. Some other bugs crawl on me, but that's kind of how it is when you have a big giant powerful light. Actually, I have several lights on me, but one's on right now. I had a couple other ones on. And the hardest thing so far is, other than seeing, is getting my thumb nail, which is trimmed, in there to grab that quick release tab to get it to do what I want it to do. Almost got it. It is really hard to get that thing thumb while the ants crawl. A couple of them fly. Want it off my foot. I know my feet stink, but geez, is it that bad? Guess it is. Yeah, so this one in the middle here is definitely a pain to get in. Okay, I've got it, so now it's in. I don't know how well. There we go. I'm glad I have this new GoPro that I have, because the old one finally died, but this one has a camera kind of, or a screen in the front, so I can kind of see better what I'm doing, which helps with these videos. So there it is. It's on the Ice Watch. Again, it's WOCCI is the brand. I got it off Amazon for less than 10 bucks. As far as the strap goes, this watch I'm not too impressed with. I mean, I guess for a kid this might work. If you have a child, this watch might work. Again, I may or may not do a full review on this watch, because really I don't know, it really disappoints me. The lume is not that great. The bezel's actually pretty good, actually, and the Cyclops is actually okay, but it's just, I don't know, something about it, it's just like it's cheap. But I guess that's why I got it for less than $40, I believe it was, on sale. I'm gonna take off my daily driver, this Deutschmeister here, and put this on my 6.5-inch wrist. I think I got it going the right way. So if you have big giant He-Man wrists, this might be a problem for you, but I have little Mr. Puniverse wrists, so not as bad. So I guess this strap is good if you have a small wrist. It can take bigger wrists, but you'll have to really pull this out towards the end. And there is no buckle per se. It's Velcro there. So I'm gonna pull that around, do that like that, and it makes the watch look better. This is probably something I would get for this watch with this strap. It's probably something I would get for someone who's very, very small wrist. I have very small wrists, but people that have smaller wrists than my 6.5-inch wrist, you know, or maybe like a child, for example. You want to get a child something inexpensive. Maybe get this Ice Watch on sale. I wouldn't pay full price for it, full retail for it. You know, if I don't get something, the bezel does work. It does glow. Let me put this light up here real quick, and I'll show you that it does glow, but the glow is not that great at all. on the watch at all. So let me turn off this light. So I find the button. Okay, that's off, and you should be able to see the glow a little bit, but it is really not that great. Like, it's really not that great at all. There's low light conditions here under the Lessner Bridge here in Lady Haven Inlet on the north side of Lessner Bridge here in Virginia Beach, and it's really, the loom like sucks. If I do the same thing with this Deutschmeister I've already reviewed on the channel, this yellow scuba light I'm using, if I hold it there for a little bit, the loom on here is going to be much better than this ice watch. Much better, just holding it for a few seconds. And I'll turn that off. You guys can see the difference there. Much better on this Deutschmeister. I'll leave a link in the description for the video review I did on this.
By the way, here's the intro for that video review I did on my Deutschmeister daily driver that I'm currently using and wearing on my wrist as my daily driver. Hope you guys like it. I'm also Atlantic Ocean Watch on Instagram and Atlantic Ocean Watch on TikTok. Now back to this video.
And I actually changed the strap on this as well. I may or may not load that video up. I don't know yet, but the stock strap that came with this Deutschmeister was okay for about a week before it deteriorated, so I got another rubber strap for this Deutschmeister. But anyway, this one here, if you want kind of like a NATO style, I guess is the closest thing I can think of with this really, is maybe to go with this, less than $10, and it will make a watch like this look better. It is comfortable on the wrist, wearing it for the short time, and so I'm going to make an educated guess it'll be comfortable, generally speaking. Like, it's like a cloth material. I don't know. It almost reminds me of a sweater my mom got me when I was 19 or 20 years old, many moons ago. The sweater was kind of this color, but it was like more bluish. It's comfortable as hell. It was super comfortable. The sweater is kind of like that. The texture is very comfortable. So if you don't want like a rubber strap, and maybe you don't want like a leather strap, you know, you're in the water a lot like I am here in Virginia Beach. Even though it's October, it's still warm here. So yeah, the Velcro part works pretty well from what I can tell. I've had some watches up here on the channel that had the magnets there, and those magnet ones on the metal bracelets, like the rice, kind of, I guess you call them rice bracelets, the metal bracelets, which I don't like metal bracelets generally speaking, but the rice type are usually comfortable. But that one I talked about, I think I shot that video at the Mariners Museum well over a year ago. It was a pretty cool watch, mechanically speaking. This was a mechanical watch. You could see through both sides, but that magnet would like come through. Like, I could wear it like this, go like this, and the magnet would come loose, and I'm doing this trying to get this thing to move, and the Velcro is of course staying in place. So I would definitely recommend you guys, if you need something like this, if you don't want something like a more conventional buckle, or you don't want like a quick deploying clasp, which you often get on metal bracelets and also some leather bracelets as well, and you want something more that you can kind of beat up, I think this is the way to go. And I may order a couple of more of these for a couple of other watches that I have. And if I can get my Amazon account stuff straight, I'll make sure that I put this up there. But if not, you'll just have to go on there. You can find it. But I'm looking at the back of it. For the lug to lug, they make 20, 22, 20, and 18 millimeters. So you can go down to a little 18 millimeter, and you'll be good to go with this particular brand. For us here in America, that's basically 7/8, 25 32, and 11/16. But I'm pretty pleased just initially putting this on. This is not going to replace the watch or the strap for my daily driver at all. But I want to make this video because I ordered this strap, and I think this might be a pretty good strap, and it definitely makes this watch look better compared to the crap metal bracelet that comes on this ice watch. Again, if you're going to buy the ice watch, I would buy something better. I'm sure you can find some of my videos where you have better watches. I mean, the loom, if the loom was better, I'd be okay with it, because the loom sucks, and yeah, it only has 10 ATM water resistance. I did, in a video I made for this, that I may or may not load up, put this in a pool and it was fine, but it, I don't know. But that's part of why I make these videos, so you guys know if these timepieces you're seeing on Amazon or on TikTok or on Instagram, so you'll know if these budget watches or not are worth your money or not. And again, if you have extremely tiny wrists, or for a child, this watch might work. Just take that metal bracelet off and replace it with this strap, and I think you'll be more comfortable, especially if you're in the water like I am a lot. So thank you for watching. I have my other smaller YouTube channel called Just Go, where I share some of my tour bus stuff, because I do tour buses for a living, as I think most of you know, as I try to adjust this camera where I want it, but I'm hitting the wrong adjustment for it. There we go. And I share some of my tour bus stuff, and also some of the adventures that I do away from a tour bus as well. Let me take this ice watch off. Pretty easy to take off. But again, if you have like big gorilla arms and gorilla hands, if you're a bigger guy or girl, this might be a little tight for you to get on and off, because what you have to do, or you'll have to just pull this way back to the end and put it on, but you know, that might be problematic once you break this piece here on the end off. I could imagine as time goes on. But so far, I'll give this watch strap 5 clocks and recommend it, and especially for $10 or less than $10 on Amazon. I think it was actually like $6, but again, I've got to work on some issues with my Amazon account after doing a hard reset to my phone for security and performance reasons.
That's it. Thanks for watching Atlantic Ocean Watch here on YouTube. I'm also Atlantic Ocean Watch on TikTok and Instagram. You guys take care. See ya.